I was up there. I was up there this last week. I was up there Tuesday. Oh man, it's just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it changes a lot earlier up there.
It's absolutely beautiful up there.
But the Sioux Line Historical Society, they released a bunch of decals. They just re-released them. So I got a whole stack of locomotive and caboose decal sets. We do up some RS1s, AS616s.
So do you like the LS&I? Have you ever heard of the Wisconsin-Michigan Railroad Club out of Marinette?
I've heard of it, but I've never been up there.
Okay, well, have you ever been to, let's say, the Madison show?
Not in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Train,
Yeah, this year.
Train Fest, those guys are in a lot of that stuff.
Last year, it's one of the other clubs that I'm in. And last year, Madison show was its largest. It was 80,000 square feet. It was just huge. And one of the members there has a trio of LS&I.
I found it real simple. Those
Just
I-
absolutely gorgeous.
The last time, okay.
Those are
The
1
green
week.
paint scheme, and he did a really nice job.
Really?
Build them.
The last time I was up in this Wapaka area, and they had the show.
Those. It's 1 week.
Those two guys, they profiled an MR with Wisconsin and Michigan.
Yep, Lyle and Dave.
The one guy, bless the poor fool, dumped all his first generation Elcos to modernize because he wanted to do newer. So
Lyle did.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I scarfed up. I got an RS1. I snapped up 3 RS212s.
From him?
Yeah.
Okay, well, he
Cut it on the table saw.
he's switching back now.
Yeah.
He's getting rid of all his 3 axles, all the modern stuff, and he's getting rid of it, and he's going back to the U-boats.
It was kind of fun. Just an interesting project.
Anyway, I
All right.
had some decorated.
Because actually, that would have been a steel trestle.
Same thing. Just the trucks are different.
Yeah.
But I painted up 2 RS212s.
The Madman.
Yeah. Red.
Bob's layout.
He did the green and the red.
You got staging back behind here, Bob? In there?
No.
The other room? Just turn?
Actually, I don't. All it is just a loop. It was going to be staging all along that wall. In fact, I was going to go into the other room, but I haven't acquired that property yet.
It's nice.
Original yellow and red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my great
My wife won't give up her laundry room.
I was at a show over in
I
Sheboygan.
don't know why. Who needs laundry?
This guy had made custom decals of Copper Range Railroad. So he had to, you could either get black or white. Well, the black has a tiny little lettering from Cat. So I between Waldron S12 switchers done up with Copper Range, and it's the same paint scheme as the Lehigh Valley switcher engine paint scheme from the 30s and 40s. So I got a couple of those. I got a side door caboose. A guy I know up in Green Bay, he did a lot of photography because he's interested in copper mining. He had a photograph of the caboose and he painted it orange with the box by red wolf. So I got the orange with caboose and copper range with this scratch built.
I know you can't get the 10.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can?
Oh, yeah. But you can't go straight down J.
Well, that's what I meant.
In front of the house here, take Lone Pine, curves around, goes down to the stop sign.
Yeah.
Pass one street, there'll be a stop sign. Turn left. That's Old 18.
Oh, okay.
You turn left, you go down to the bar, and there's a trestle over the road, that's stock the
So
road.
from that one fuzzy
I know what you're
photograph, I
talking about.
guessed a few things. I scratched built 10 for those copper.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Sorry,
Thank you.
Yeah, they probably have. Yeah, I've seen it that way too, but
That's the only one I think I've ever
I
seen.
haven't had it happen to me that we did it.
So you painted it, you made
Well,
your-
I had another guy couldn't. I painted the Badger Central, but I haven't played the last one. Yet.
Well, how did you get interested in the last? I'm just curious.
Well, I don't know. I saw a video and I thought, that'd be a nice one. I watched the video. They've had about 4 different railroads up there, and this one was the guy managing the one that survived. He started and he got happy and they were going and ran out of money and they were going to
Merry Christmas, Grandpa.
Yeah.
Don't tell me that Roger
No,
who was responsible for that.
My one sister-in-law, my third oldest son's wife, said, "What do you want for Christmas, Dad?" And I said, "Oh, just a stick of wood." So she gave me that, and I got 2x4 for Christmas.
There you go. Chain of Lakes
Kids'
Limited.
name are all on the other side of it, and I could only have it one way. So.
Okay.
What do you guys
House out here in Wapaka. I always like to stare. I had to get this on videotape. There's this entryway to his house. Double that in the winter, huh? A nice property.
Say, Roger, one day I was going out to the training center for Green Bay, and across right on County Gate, come across and around the corner, middle of spring, or early spring, they had rain and cold.
Does it go from level to level then?
Right. When it comes through from that one, it comes in here.
I'm sitting there thinking,
Let's see, I gotta figure out if there's a helix under there, comes on the middle level, another helix, and then comes across on the upper level. So it just keeps kind of working its way
Pretty
back
cool,
and
huh?
forth.
Very nice.
How many can he operate at once, you know?
Couldn't tell you offhand.
Oh, wow, he got all this done since I've been here.
So,
I want to see what that looks like underneath.
at this point, it's more a matter of how many I can keep track of by myself.
Yeah, right, yeah. Open it down.
I'm not familiar enough with the controls to try to run controls at once by myself. I don't take it myself into break into a real pickle here.
You know, Carter. I found this order train. His new edition. It stopped.
Yeah, well, I wanted to get back here and get at least some idea what I'm doing.
Really opened it up back in here for Roger, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I knew enough that I didn't see it.
Oh yeah, I used it. Well, it was all packed in this room over here. So we're going down to level number 2. Is it switch point or what?
Beg pardon?
Is it the switch point?
No, it's a rail joiner.
isn't quite.
A little solder on that baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, I gotta reduce the price on the thing
one of his, things you were saying before he wants to do is drop a separate, set of leads every, length of rail.
A shoe fly. I'm trying to follow this train around.
You might be here for a few days.
Yeah, I know. Slowly following right behind you.
Yes. Right. Yeah, eventually, yes. Yeah, eventually, if you keep watching, if it does work its way all the way back, there is a drawbridge at the entrance across the door you came in, and that's the final connection to get to.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
JB wheel sets on 80 pumpers, and the 6 of them was for $20. They're a Santa Fe, and all I did was take a pencil eraser and a Santa Fe rating come right off. So your decals went on there, and then that was that set.
How many ore cars do you have altogether?
There's probably close to 100 of the EH and AC, but no, only maybe a half of them are on the layout right now, because I'm not satisfied the way some of them are done, and I'm in the process of redoing them, what have you. There's maybe 50 Sioux line that are on the layout, and then I think there's 25 or so Badger Central. That's your decal too that you did. And you'll see they're red.
Yeah,
You'll
those
see
are your dad's.
Yeah, well those are mine, but they're dad's railroad, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We run through that tunnel.
We went through that hassle when I wanted you to make those for me. I had to ask him for permission, remember?
No, I don't remember. I don't know what happened yesterday.
I think that was up to Marinette a year ago,
Okay.
at least that. And I wanted those decals, and you said, well, I don't know if I can get it, belong to somebody else, so. Okay, Dad, come on over here and tell this guy I can have a setup, you know?
How
So you come-
are all the railroads related? You're one of the three, you're all relatives, right?
Right. The older gentleman up the road is my dad.
Oh, okay.
The young man over here is my grandson.
Oh, okay.
That's my third daughter. That's his mother. Yeah. Virgin, I had
There
4
it is.
girls and 2 boys.
Here comes that ore train.
And bedroom-wise, it worked out just right. There was 2 girls, 2 boys, and 2 girls again.
Oh.
So, and in pairs, they were all like a year apart. So it wasn't like putting a 13-year-old in with a 2-year-old or something. You know, it worked out pretty good.
Is that your dad right there? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that's the same picture.
That's at Lynn Center. The gentleman is Clifford Devereaux. He died probably about
through to get drawbridge?
1991. But that ore dock that you saw out there, he built that.
Oh, yeah.
And every bit of that lumber come out of orange crates that he cut on a Dremel table saw.
Oh.
Every little board. It wasn't no sheet stock stuck in there. It was every little board. There's actual bins in there for the ore with all the boards in it, dividing the bins up and the whole works. I'll have to step in a little far. We'll close the door.
Close the drawbridge.
You got the thing running?
Yeah, Don, tell us about your decals. One of these days you're going to be doing Badger Midwestern for N-Scale, but
Anytime you're ready.
I got to do the artwork. I still haven't. After listening to the Badger game, I don't know if I really want to drop the name Badger. I think.
Somebody thought you were in the car, but I wasn't going to. I don't know if somebody is looking to take.
Doing good. Doing great. Beautiful day and trains. Roger, it looks pretty good, buddy. I like the addition. That really freed up a lot of room, didn't it? For
Yeah.
Are you gonna run in November? Oh yeah.
See you later.
Big tall guy from Appleton get to come over here and run? Who? Some big tall guy from Appleton, does he get to come over here and run?
I think he wants to, yeah.
I'd really like to run this layout, you know.
Yeah, so we never find out or what?
I got it wrote down as a sheet that it was your request.
Excuse me here.
Before I even added on, the run on the original part, it was still 10 minutes. And then we got on the road at a speed of 30 miles an hour. Now it's
This is right about where I came in.
Thank you. Yeah, there should be 2 of them out there. A long-haired one and a short-haired one. They're both housebroke. They come and go. But normally they're kept outside. They find their way in once in a while.
Whoops.
Happens all the time.
And you're Andrew?
Yep.
And Roger's your grandpa?
Yep.
And Larry's your great-grandpa?
Yep.
Wow. I guess it's in their blood.
Maybe we should get in a family. We could have a house running around Leon too, huh? Paul?
Yeah, they could connect these pretty soon, I think. Little tunnels outside. There you go.
Because that'll be all along the power lines.
They have their own shovel, and this is his when he retired. Most of this stuff I'm going to have is going to go into museums, and he said, well, when you get done, I want it to go to a museum.
Is there a number?
Chicago, Milwaukee.
No, there's
Wow.
a number. Is there a
You're
number?
just going downstairs, not upstairs.
Because I've got one Northwestern.
Oh, yeah. You hang on to that. That's
Yeah,
a wonderful
nice.
item.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm used to going downstairs, not upstairs.
Wow.
It's nice.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Well, let's see
Wow.
here. We'll, I forgot what I had running when I left here.
G-scale.
This is it.
For us N-scalers, let me tell you, this is big.
Excuse me, I keep walking in front of
It's okay.
you, but I'm going to get this train out of the way here. We're going to have to, if you wait a minute, you can put some sound on here. Does that have
Yeah.
sound?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, just a minute.
Well, I'm just trying to get a grasp of this whole room here. It's huge.
This is on a little program here, and this little sound.
Well, Don, you don't see too much of this. Did I pass you guys on the way over here? Did you like pull over on the side or something?
Yeah.
I thought that, I drove by them looking, what if that was
In a
Don?
red car?
Yeah.
You were stopped at a stop sign or something?
Well, I came the other way from the
Yeah, I got
Hildebrand.
messed up. Oh my.
Wow. This is, I think, the first indoor G-scale layout I've ever seen.
It's a lot easier to keep clean than those out.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a couple of awesome outdoor ones though. This is beautiful. Thank you.
There's some magnificent ones.
Where is it? There it is. That's quite the incline.
Yeah, that's just to illustrate a rack train.
Uh-huh.
Wanted to see what a cogwheel and rack train was, so I said, okay, I'll show you what it...
Do you have one?
Yeah, it's running, isn't it?
Is that the blue one over there?
Yeah,
Okay.
it'll run right up there. circus train on the way, we'll run some real trains here.
What's the different railroads?
Oh gosh, you know, they're all numbered and I don't have my master book here. I think
Is it
most of
come
them
down?
have, I have quite a number of different railroads, unfortunately. I didn't specify anything in particular. I do have some northwestern ones. Sioux Line, they call them Washington, St. Paul, quite a few of those.
Unusual.
Yes, yes.
There goes the cock there all up. Wow, huh? A happy couple. Over here, is that the dad? What you doing?
There's that blue and white train over there. That's a replica of the Orient Express back in the 40s. They're all kits. I think almost every one of them is from Germany. But you can buy them. You can buy them in hobby shops. You can buy them in places that give you a better deal.
That sounds good. Good deer. Good deer. Pretty neat. Look at that clock building. Is that New York Central thing again? That train again. Frank's Amusement Park here.
When the line put on a galloping goose, you know, we were just about at the end. And passengers here. And high freight area. This cab was sometimes longer, would have. This is number 2, and there are different numbers of these that actually existed on. This is actually a duplicate from this railroad. And listen to what they had to do without the motor. We got something else on here. Okay, now we'll try it. This is neat, this sound. This actual sound of this engine. That's no fun. Let's start that over.
It was an old GM motor, wasn't it?
Yeah. Let's start this over. We'll have to let it shut down.
Dave, we're coming.
All over. Yeah.
This is a little bigger than mine.
I'm not even bragging.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Okay, now we'll try it. We'll get this train on there. Let's see if we can start it from the beginning. Here we go.
Used to have an old Honda that sounds like that. This is Galloping Goose, and
rail buses. And then the new
Doodle
one
bug
over there
over
was another kind of a stage of that same, you know, if you'd like to go inside the house. Thank you.
Thanks, Dave.
Hold that up for you.
This is what you do when you don't have a basement to build a model railroad. Actually, he's in a apron. That's his name. He's into gardening, but he built up his own building out here in the country. And he's got his train layout in there.
The Packers are at Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the Badgers?
Badgers, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But they're favored.
Packers play tomorrow, that's right.
Wow.
The Badgers? Yeah. They scored the pump is here. The well is down underneath the building here, so I don't have to take the pump out at least. And then I just drain all the lines. You have wild day anyway. It's just at night that they like to say thank you.
Now, Arpad, you added on?
We work too hard to give them all of it.
Arpad, you added on, didn't you?
Yes, we added this whole 14-foot.
You're a madman.
Yes, I think so. Crazy.
I said I had to film the outside of this because if you don't have a basement, build a model railroad on, you buy some property and put your own building up.
That's true. Now, if you put a basement under this, think how much space you'd have. Yeah, I could put a helix like Gordy did. Yeah. That's what you could do.
You know, I operated the old one. I'd like to operate this one. Holy cow.
Yeah, good.
I thought I'd get the aerial view here.
You go there and operate a lot.
Yeah, well, that's what we used to. I guess I always figured it's still finally out.
Yeah.
That's gonna be nice. Appreciate help. A lot of guys have offered.
That's part of the old layout in there.
Yeah.
Well, oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah, in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I remember switching all this.
Oh, there you go.
Warrior. She's an operator's delight. There's the dispatching board.
And you probably tend to cut it shallow rather than deep. But I mean, if you're going to make a mistake, it would be shallow rather than deep.
Yeah.
So you'd never cut it through.
Right, exactly. Well, if you got your sauce there, you can.
Yeah.
This has been around for a while.
Yeah, I think it is. This part.
It's funny, it changed a lot, and it's places it didn't sort of integrate it pretty well.
It makes the operation actually a lot better, and having that branch line is kind of neat operating thing too.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember switching that paper mill up there.
What do you mean you backed all the way over from here? Sure. You can't do that.
We caught him cheating on camera.
I'm a patient engineer.
Just stop right there, Dean, so I gotta clear your track up. Since you're so good.
I was going to lead up, but I didn't feel like having to walk all the way over to the other side just to throw a switch to get myself over to the proper side of the train. If you had some tortoise switch machines, I could just control it from my control panel here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I see it. So he's gonna put a second deck in. Second deck up here. Hey, whose car's that?
And then you gotta make it break down.
All the way down. Second deck.
Yeah.
Wow, so these the tracks in here.
Holy cow, this is getting serious. Wow.
That used to be the main line.
Actually, the far left one is the master switch that controls all the other ones. And there's all plugins, you know, that's what plugins. Each one of those controls one of those plugins. And originally this was for all the supermarkets. So I could turn anyone off. I wanted to turn it off.
Yeah, you were kind of cramped in that little spot, weren't you?
Yeah, we have wider aisles.
Yes. I could have, and I was going to, but then I just thought I just felt more comfortable buying the power pack. I mean, I could sell those for more than the power pack cost of each track. I just felt more comfortable just because the system that they recommend it's designed. When this is all, you can buy an Atlas engine off the shelf. Chip in the chip is already going to be a
Well, yeah, so versions we have nothing about tempered round or square things.
There it is.
Oh, who made this one? Oh, this is one. They've gone a long way.
Yes, they made a big difference. Actually, I think that we have some real
Yeah, if you hit the switch going fast enough, you'll see a little momentary lag in the first one.
That's the only way to do this.
Follow this guy around.
Connections on it.
It's a shame because they're nice looking, but they're real interesting
That's, these things first of all run very fast. You get that on the switch, when you come down there and you hit that, boom, it stops. I just bought one of those back and switch it in. Some of the way you talk about
many hours did you work?
I have no idea, my son, we don't know. He was down in Indiana, working on a construction project down there, and it was a small town with maybe one bar or something like that, so nothing to do at night. So he'd come home every other weekend, and he'd cut up some wood, take it back to them, and spend time doing that. Actually, there's another section, there's another section, and there's another span right up there, but I didn't have the room to put it in.
Very nice, John.
Thank you.
I say you and Arpid need to buy about 1,000 pounds of plaster. Take your time, that's what's fun. Willard, this is the old club layout, and I guess it's back to him now. I don't know, I don't ask. He's got a caboose. There's his house, his train room, building, and his garage. And he's got his own crummy out here. Sabi Road.
People showed up and then takes care of it. That's usually happens. Somebody walks in, she takes it up. She goes down. Yeah.
Cutting through a quiet
Okay, we got 3 foot of track.
is reminiscent of an old interurban line.
Engine won't go. What's wrong? All right. Got 3 feet of track. You can't get it going.
This is one of the last of the local.
That's about right.
Yeah. We used to have 2 separate bridges.
Dispatching around.
Change the thoughts of what we wanted.
Spent a lot of time on that one already too.
Yeah. A lot of them are modified. Gordy, the one at Amherst, he's got that new building. He had his whole layout in the basement. He just tore it all out.
Longer than that. He had one in there before.
Our
He had it onto the side of the building.
Yeah, he doubled the side of
across
the building
top.
and changed that all around.
So he width it, he widened it out, but he did. And we rebuilt it again.
Hi, Paul.
Hey, that's an 05 ore.
Jim's layout doesn't have any track in it. He's got the room.
No, he's got the room now.
So he throws out there.
How's the layout running out here?
I got a lot of.
Pretty good until you videotape it.
Yeah, I shorted it one time, so. Actually, I don't think I did it, but the blame was put on me, so.
Wherever we can.
I took the hit. I took the hit.
Yeah, I told you.
Uh-oh.
We have plenty of room. Go ahead. You know, the shed back.
See what these guys do, they all put up their own buildings around here.
10 by 20.
That's not big enough for nothing. 40 by 80 is just right.
This is 20 by 50.
Yeah, I know, it's progress has changed, but I don't have to like it. She probably fell in the pit,
The guys can operate with. We can run up to 6 trains in the main line at once. That's pretty much for the dispatcher to handle those.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
3 is enough for a dispatcher, plus yard. And then we have a branch line too. So if you had 3 trains and a yard and a branch line on it, that's about the most important. Yeah, that's what this layout is really built for. Switching that area reverse loop. He can do it, but
I was running around earlier, go down and throw the switch and run it back. And
for sure.
Oh, the sub guys are in.
That was a 010 we switched with there, not a 05.
Yeah, both hands on it.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Picture taking Paul's been trying to do that all day.
I got you a bunch of times.
He's following me around. I'm following him. I don't know where.
Yeah, we got our paths keep crossing, don't they?
Sometimes.
I didn't get up to Gordon's layout, and I didn't get out to Manawa.
Oh, okay.
What time are everybody run till? 5:30?
6 o'clock. But yeah.
I
I
know.
have to leave here a little earlier than that.
So dark. Great stuff.
That looks like it's just a bunch of roaches running around. Yeah, well, I wanted to fix that. Oh, it's still not touch it down there.
You should figure a foot there, I'll tell you that.
Just that by.
There's frames in that one. This is the ferry yard?
Yeah. Supposed to represent the Kiwani yard.
Mm-hmm.
Well, nice to see you.
Okay.
Thanks for the.
Thank you.
Thank
Did
very
you
much.
guys sign
Thanks for the
it?
treats. I did the degree, yeah, we're over back there, and go.
Okay.
Go back, yeah. Well, take care.
Yep. Thanks for stopping.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have a safe trip
Yeah,
back.
thank you.
Oh, there. Oh, I gotta get that on camera. There you go, official hello. Holy cow, it goes back in here.
Next place you go into is like Norwood Yards.
Okay.
A bit of it there.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of through Green Bay a little bit. Black Creek. And then when you come back out here, it goes into Manawa there.
Picture of the E1 depot. That's what's happening. It's just about dried up and going all
Yeah.
Catch up with our train.
And then after we've had a couple of them, well, then we had to remodel things because they didn't.
Oh yeah, I know that. I know that well.
Eventually, maybe I can get some little thing rolled up like Arpod did here for his. That one stops and then switches through there like that.
Not if you're going fast.
Going faster than it doesn't.
Switch point?
Yeah, it stops right at a switch point because there's what do they call that? Single wiring or something, you know, where you only got one of them that dies off when you.
Just put a feeder behind it. Should take care of it.
Yeah. I noticed I had that problem out in the yard there too.
You climb the hill up to the upper deck, huh?
Yeah. This used to run all the way back around through again and was a point to point, or not a point to point, continuous loop. And then we made it into a point to point after a while. I've got my passenger car, there's some metal wheel in there. The one guy kind of liked how I cut most of my buildings in half, putting on the wheel. I got that farmhouse up there, cut in half, and on this one, and the other house that's over here is running.
Okay.
Somebody start the wood stove a little bit more?
Sure.
I mean, like with the, you got the old derelict box car down at the,
Yeah, down at the other end of town here.
I assume, actually, I'm trying to remember, because I was through here years ago, the depot is just to the west of that crossing.
It would be just on the other side of that stub track. See, that stub track shouldn't be in there.
Okay.
But we had put it in because I wanted to take and make it so that there's a couple other buildings there, that Farmway building. I
Okay.
figured as long as the railroad's coming through here and there's not much room back there, we're gonna put it in and I think that's about it. That I'll have to build and maybe wrap it around part of that piece of wood that's back there, you know, for the support.
Okay, so you got that.
Come back down the hill.
Oh, I see, you got the rods there. Okay. They're inconspicuous enough that I didn't even see they were
And then you
there.
can hide them real good with trees after a while.
Okay, sure.
And like right where that big pine tree is, there's another rod underneath there too. And where this one here is, there's a rod there that holds it up. And then from where this starts, all the way up to where the river is over there, the waterfalls.
Okay.
That's all wood in there and the rest of that is rods in there too then.
There's a little branch line out here?
Yeah, it's a private railroad, one that I made up. It's called the Little Wolf Central.
Uh-huh.
Comes after the high school, named after that. And also, we live in township of Little Wolf, so.
And when I announce your name, please pick up the model from the Phoenix room. First place.
Okay, Zeke, what are you doing there?
Steam category went to Paul Martell for Green Van Western number 307. First place in the passenger category went to Dennis Frederick for his Wisconsin Southern Passenger Group. First place in the freight category went to Paul Martell again for Bulkhead Flat Car. First place in non-revenue also went to Paul Martell for his Green Van Western Transfer Group. First place in the fantasy category went to Edward J. Freck for his Hard Traveling Spa. First place in photography also went to Edward J. Barrett for his Rural Wisconsin. First place module went to Eric Meyer for his Ordog. And first place Best of Show Congratulations went to Chick Arthur for his Food Gap Sawmill. Congratulations, everybody, and please come pick up your models in Phoenix. Thank you very much.
What do you think of this club's layout?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Well, thanks. It's about 10 years old.
Years ago. Yeah.
It's been getting banked out.
Well, 45 years ago, I was part of it.
Were you?
What? I was part of that club, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I got polio and I had to give it up.
He's the guy that swung the axe when we got out of the...
You know, everything was salvaged out of there. In London. I was working.
We still have some of that old scale stuff.
I was working in automotive at the time. I had a key. 2 noon hours, I cleaned that room up for us.
It's amazing what one guy with an axe can do.
It wasn't an axe, it was just a
crowbar.
Oh, we had to get out. What the hell, we had to get out there?
They tore the whole building.
But not right away though, did they?
No.
That's the right way. Not the Barbara next one.
Any words of wisdom, Bud Pop? Huh?
No words of wisdom.
Okay. Well, the modular layout is held up again another year. Survived another winter.
Finish that out. Flip this switch.
Don't very fast.
Don's just having a good old time down here.
Yeah. Just can't make up my mind where I want these stars to be.
We got to bring this for Strawberry Fest too, huh?
You gotta get rid of that car. Fill up this top right over that man. A little bit more. A little more.
The sign is glowing moon.
How'd you manage to crash that one tree? One that's on fire there.
Actually, so we're actually here. Actually, it was a fire. The guys, Frederick, or Edmar, yeah, actually had a house fire. He decided, oh, I'll take the tree over here. Yeah, actually,
That's a long
I wouldn't want to live in this town over here. Got boats that are upside down and train cars on fire. It's an accident-prone town, right?
What does that do?
See? Makes it smoke. Yeah. Run out of smoke? Yeah, run out of smoke. It stops smoking.
That's a big fun scene, guys.
Fools me. Hey, Chris. John. Why not?
I know he is. Believe me, I'm trying to get used to it.
Oh, that ranks right up there with Lionel's nuclear reactor.
Yeah.
The bowling ball.
Golden goal.
Yeah.
I got my all access cakes. They made me
Somebody had 106.
that train?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I gotta build another car. Just set off the road. Good color, red color. You're blowing away, yellow. Oh wait, can I move it? Give me What's that thing?
On top of that, in scale.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, Randy. Really? Now that's been running for 10, 15 minutes. I've been watching it to see. Thank you.
I think the Four Seasons out there also
already?
Oh yeah. Uncle Jack, Uncle Dino.
Then you got the old Bulls Stadium.
Okay.
You don't like that new stuff right away.
No, you got a model to the era that you use.
Like House on the Rock, that bear spot there. House on the Rock's going in there and Taliesin. I just, my problem is with the plastic.
That's an old logging town where they cut all the trees. See, they're loading the logs on the trucks. See that?
Yeah, look at that. That's little trains. That's big trains. There's just on the bottom.
That's an old town. Look at that. All the old buildings. Oh, look at this guy welding in that building over there. He's welding on the train. See that? He's welding.
One more time.
Wide open.
Where did they like her?
Actually, when he got done deciding which area.
By Bob's house.
I saw that someplace too. A guy wrote a story and a book for the magazine. Since that was the community show, this boxcar running around by itself. So of course we gotta go one better, you know.
And staying that far away from it. Must be the beer cans.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You have to have something cool, right?
Yeah. Seems to be behind it. Unattached.
Once again, for the safety of the attendees, I ask you to stay out of the seating area in the arena. Thank you. We're going out of the city.
Oh yeah, we'll just look around here.
I want to
It's okay. Right.
The guy over in the bushes there?
Oh, where'd you find that?
Over at the
That'll make some like lithium trees.
Please do the job,
That's all you use on it. Use anything else. Yeah. Remember this side up. It's right inside up.
You gonna run down all the water?
The layout and the trailer. Here it is.
Take all this stuff home? No. Why not?
Get out of there.
Yep.
For the race cars.
Yep.
You gotta have monster trucks over here. Yeah, you got
There's an airport down there. Planes coming in on the end. You see it? Way on the end.
the bus goes around the corner there.
Yeah, the truck going up.
My kids just love it.
Yeah, you really can't stop paying about $4 an hour. I don't know what they said for kids, but where else can you go with that kind of money?
Put that in, that kind of entertainment. Maybe, a kid thinking about a hobby. I'll give you 25%.
Now I'm just what's good. That's what it was. Well, it is.
The buses just went around and around. Somebody's
Having a smaller yard, that doesn't help much, does it?
Well, if we had the hog yard, or at least one or two sections of it, it'd give us some more breathing room.
I suppose, no, you could set up.
Who knows, maybe next year when they have it, maybe they'll expand it a little larger.
Well, you could maybe set up these 2 sections.
Or even if it's a sub, have this wire part. Just because you work, yeah, you want to go gamble, and that's the other way. Hey, CJ, grab me a hot dog. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, why would you want to go?
It's a long train.
Give me about 5 minutes, Paul. I'll clean the wheels so we get a better headshot out of that lake.
Oh, that's all right. I got her. Boom.
And the prize for AccuWrite. Congratulations, Bob Ward of Appleton. Congratulations to John Mollett. John Mollett of Seymour. You won a door prize from Stevers Benchwork. John Mollett of Seymour. Stevers Benchwork. Congratulations to Lauren Weyermont Man. Won a door prize from
the passenger
Operation Lifesavers and a prize from Cullenbach Publishing. Lauren Meyerman from Gunbuck. Congratulations to the creator.
A lot of sick people on that Red Cross train that just went by.
Yep. Sorry, I probably pronounced that wrong. From Manitowoc, won a door prize from Hobby Junction. It was Mark Zarek. Thank everyone for coming to the show. Also want to remind you to vote on your favorite layout. Those ballots for that voting are located in the rectory, which are at the front of the arena. Ballot boxes right behind the ticket takers.
Let's say we had to go first. Yeah. I just wondered if people do that.
Well, we have done one weekend shows like this one.
That must be John Milkey.
Are you, Paul, doing a lot
I'm
of
doing good.
picturing
Sally?
here? How are you?
Good.
So I don't know right off.
I wrote those things.
Well, thank you, Gary. So this is something I can communicate with you.
Yep, I will.
Hey, it's Emma Fitzgerald.
Do a little nosing around and see what I can find out in the way of interest. Thanks.
Whoop. Escanaba, my hotel. Overlooking Baie de Noc. Beautiful morning. The coolest part about it is there's trains. Rail lines over here. I can hear another train back in the dumpster. Oh, yeah. Coming down from Canada on the Bay du Nord between Gladstone and Escanaba. And then the ex-Soo Line, ex-Wisconsin Central, now Canadian National. Here in the Bay du Nord. Time to go eat some breakfast.
Action.
Action.
Okay, this is the
This is
North
Dennis.
Shore.
Dennis, right?
Dennis Johnson, Gladstone,
Dennis.
Michigan, and this is the North Shore line. It's an operating railroad. In other words, you have to actually have an engineer, a dispatcher, and at least one or two switchmen. The dispatcher takes a random pick from the computer, so he doesn't know which car or what location is going to be switched. Simply by starting the program, it asks for how many cars you want to run. He wants to run one car, it picks a car at random. How many locations? I just want to switch at one location. Now there I have the coal car to the Little Lake Co-op. Well, the co-op store uses coal because they sell it by the pail or by truckloads. So, using a two-way radio, the dispatcher will call the switchman and tell him that the coal car 118 has to be brought over to the co-op store. So now the switchman, he has to decide, okay, what switches to throw and which is his best road to get that car there exchanged with this one.
Okay.
Once they exchange it, that car leaving here will go back into the yard storage area. If you were to use a two-car or say two-location pick, then the car leaving here would go to the second location. Now, in between this process, the dispatcher can randomly make sure he tells the switchman that there are speed limits in the yard, and the engineer can add anytime he wants that he wants fuel. So all of a sudden the switch is stopped. Now the engine has to come back to the fueling facility, which will be here next spring, and they'll get fuel.
Wow.
So it's never a set pattern. These guys can add things as they like. Down at the end of the area here, there's going to be an overhead crane, and this is the wheel repair shop and car repair. Now these guys are welding all day down here. So that's where they work on the wheels and the wheel sets down there. This area here is North Shore Coal. Coal's taken up from beneath the ground, crushed, and sent out by a conveyor in the back. This is actually unloaded now.
Mm-hmm.
So if we're calling to unload that car, everything is done manually. There's no more electric switches on here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me turn one thing on for you. Here's some power so you can see that. Also, the whole layout runs on.
Holy cow!
The whole layout runs.
It's a car battery.
Deep cycle. It runs on 12 volts. Everything runs on 12 volts. Pure 12 volts.
So don't stick your tongue on the track, huh?
No. Well, the engines love it. They run good on 12 volt.
Yeah.
So if you look over here, first of all, switchman would actually uncouple the cars like you normally would and set them. They would tell the engineer, okay, to go forward, because that's the...
Are you married to this guy?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So we bring the engine forward.
My wife says the same thing.
No, I was living.
We'll go forward until it just bottoms out. When it stops. And from over here, you'll notice that this is the set light.
Who's stopping it?
It stopped by itself. If you look in here now, you'll see a red light on here.
It's a computer program telling
No,
it to stop?
there's a light telling me that the car is in position.
Okay.
Now that he would push the dump button.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the red light blinking.
Yeah.
Tells me the car is set. He'd push dump, then tell the engineer to back up. He doesn't need him in there anymore.
So it automatically shuts itself off when you get to pass a certain point.
Right, now the engineer will back up, and you see that yellow tie?
Mm-hmm. Well, I got it on camera.
Okay, when the coupler gets on that yellow tie, I want to stop.
Okay.
Right there, okay? He's going to stop. Okay, now excuse me again.
Okay, no
Okay,
problem.
now the switchman again would wait. They would usually make one change in between this. They'd come back and after dumping, they release the coal. The coal comes out. The car comes out through the electronic brakes, retards and stops. Load it up again. Empty. The coal loads are brought back to the mine. And automatically the next switch is that empty car back to there.
Wow. Okay.
So the
That
switchman
car-
know that's going back to be reloaded because it's
Yep.
empty. We always want them all loaded.
A little coal mine.
And this will go back to the set position again, ready.
Mm-hmm.
I probably should have showed you that, but also...
No, that was pretty neat. So it's like a magnet or something they're picking
I'll
up?
show you what's in there. Then also, when I'm ready to move the train, the engineer can tell them, I'm going to hold them and have an air check. So there's air check on the brakes, they can check that.
That happens on me, but that's natural.
Yeah, well, this one doesn't bother you, you know. Or you
And then
asked
the
me
smell
again.
of paper mill comes
oh,
through,
yeah, you
yeah.
wanted to see what was in there. Takes that.
Oh, wow.
So basically what it's doing is, when you dump it, it comes down and magnetic gets to that washer.
Yeah.
And it also holds the car.
Mm-hmm.
But when you pull it back to the dump position, it pulls it between this, like pulling between your fingers.
Uh-huh.
It releases the load, it comes down to there, and it's on the incline. The
Yeah,
car
sure.
rolls out empty
Slides
through the
right down.
retard air and stops.
Wow.
Back to
Did you
reset.
think of this yourself, Dennis?
Yeah, yeah. Designed it.
Wow.
So that takes
That's
care of
pretty neat.
which is most of the cone. This was just a.
What's that motor right down there for?
That's not a motor. That's what runs that. When you
Oh, the
when you
lights?
get the car set,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
it's a light bulb with an automotive flasher can.
Mm-hmm.
And when the flasher can flashes, it turns on and off the red light.
Mm-hmm.
That just tells you the car is all the way up against here.
Wow.
See, that's his indication.
You got to show these guys that.
So when you come over the switch, the guys who are going to be the switchmen are going to do the work.
Uh-huh.
The engineer and dispatcher have a pretty easy job on this thing here.
They can sit back, have a beer.
Yeah, they can sit back and have a beer if they like. Yeah, we always serve beers and that.
You don't have to follow
If you care for a pop, just pop down there or a beer.
What about rule of cheese?
Huh?
What about rule of cheese?
What's that?
No alcohol?
Oh no, if you want a beer,
they have rule B.
Oh, rule B. No, I said there's.
They have rule B.
Well,
Beer allowed.
Non-alcoholic beer. If that's
Say,
what you
yeah,
like.
there you go. That's when
Make sure you got it
that's when
covered.
the inspectors are around,
Yeah,
right?
when they inspect, we jumped the track. We didn't have a urine test.
Yeah.
So, but like I was telling you, that it's polarity based. So when I look, I can look down the track and I can see exactly what's open or closed. And if I want to, and they're moved manually.
Wow.
I also, because the trains aren't going in a circle, if I don't want to use this engine, each engine has a small toggle on the side. I can toggle the engine on and off. Now that one's going to run.
Wow.
We'll go back to We'll go back to this one here again. And every car has a marker post because they're set in sets.
Oh yeah.
Because my dispatch board is made up in sets there. Dispatch back to.
Wow.
So you don't have to yell. You can just tell them, okay, we're gonna back up, hold right there.
Or if you got a voice like mine, you don't have to use walkie-talkie.
Well, you can just talk in as just easy as you want. It doesn't take anything to I mean, you're only going 10 feet with a walk.
Right.
Channel 14, Back up slow, hold to.
Do you ever yell at dispatcher when they go in the bathroom? Get back here.
Hold a second. So that's like I say, everybody gets a screwdriver. This is the main tool for these switchmen here.
Sure, big G scale.
Yeah.
You don't need no pick screwdrivers for you guys.
And like I was telling this other guy here, when you want to dispatch, all he's got to do is, this is a program. You put run, start for the program, and that's my train roster. And I'll tell it I want to pick one car, enter. And I want one location, enter. That boxcar has to go to the inspection track. It says contact the yard boss when you get there.
Yeah.
So that car is going to be set in this very first track here to be inspected.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. But have a seat. There's some brownies there. And
we
there's
just
coffee.
ate.
Yeah, we just had something. Thanks.
Yeah. We don't have it. Stop here first.
Oh, you stopped here where I should have said it.
Several miles. Now, that locomotive is a remote control.
Right, yeah. And Marinette has that.
Engineer will be on the ground.
Yeah.
And they'll be all over the place.
Sure, save big money that way. You don't let him source which is why.
in this town?
Yeah, that's how we just started down here. I'm sorry.
That.
Gladstone's got some of that now. It says radio control. Then this out here is my rider stuff.
Yeah, I was just looking. I was just videotaping this. G scale wasn't big enough for you, huh, Dennis?
Nah, I just built this car last month. I saw this in a set of some magazines I get, and of course it didn't give any dimensions. So I built it way too big. I built it 6 inches too long, so I had to cut it in half.
Oh.
Re-weld it back together to get the right length. But this is the one I was talking about. I built electric. The trouble is I took the worst battery I had, so I don't have a lot of controller. But
Oh, my gosh.
watch out, Buster. Get out of there. Watch your course. Hey. You're going to get something caught on the track. I can see that.
It'd be yelping.
Maybe yelping.
Hey, Buster.
Well, what can you do up here? And you made your...
And Dennis, will you take this anywhere to run?
I haven't yet.
But are you planning on it, or?
Yeah, I could take it when we go to the other guys' houses and run there at their tracks. I'll show you what I have here. I make all my own couplers and wheels. Mainly because I'm cheap.
That's what they do it.
That's fun.
Well, the price of what they want for this stuff, and that scares a lot of guys away from it. They say, this is all from a plumbing store. You buy a threaded flange, a reduced bushing, and a large washer.
Yeah.
So what I do is, you screw that in there, and I lock tight it in there, and I get it as tight as I can. Then I run my 1/2-inch drill through it to take some of the threads out.
Yeah.
This is a 1/2-inch bolt now. See, that fits right on there. You take the washer, lay it on there, you take this flange, and once this center is in there, I take these and I clamp it. Right there. Then when I flip it over, I can weld it.
Oh.
Now I've got a wheel.
Yeah.
Then I have another one of these, I put in my vise, I set the wheel on there, I take my 4-inch grinder, and I go around it and relieve the edge. I was doing it on my lathe, but it's a lot quicker doing it with a grinder.
Yeah.
Even the lathe, Yeah, see, here's a set already done. You can see they're relieved on the edges here.
Yeah. Well, you
And-
got
and-
the taper.
Where they got the taper to them for the relief, but they also have suspension.
Yeah.
See, there's enough play in it where
Yeah. You know, no springs. It's just
no
grass.
springs. With the ours, a piece of pipe cut elongated,
Yeah.
bent, so there's enough travel for the bearing in there,
Yeah.
and they're all bearing. And I sold a
Wow, do
bunch.
those roll?
Oh, I built a bunch of these. And for the price, I could sell a whole complete truck, two sets,
Yeah.
done with bearings for $100.
No kidding.
And the guys are buying them up, you know.
How much they sell that
Well,
new? You know what I
you
mean?
can buy, if you buy a pre-made car, or a box
Right,
car, it's going to
yeah.
cost you probably $1,000.
Yeah.
And these have ball bearings in them.
I hope my wife sees this tape so she can understand that my
But
end
you
of
know,
the scale is.
when I make my cars, I make them out of a tubular frame.
Yeah.
So if I don't want box cars today, I could put them in the. See, this is going to be with 3 batteries in here eventually.
Oh, yeah.
This one's just running my flashlight.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
okay, the powered truck is the same kind of truck under there, but it's got a large thrust bearing in the middle.
Buster.
A 1-inch thrust bearing, and then it's bolted to the frame here, so it can move independent. See, the whole power thing can move inside the frame.
Well, that's what I was wondering. How much play can you have on
Well,
your power truck?
There,
I see.
well, just till it doesn't hit out here. That's why it's rounded like this. You know, my corners aren't that sharp. You know,
I got them pretty sure.
and all this does is control the shifts. This is a regular riding lawnmower gearbox.
Yeah.
Now I got a buddy that does lawn repair in Manistee.
Mm-hmm.
He does it retired out of his garage. He saves me all his transmissions. I get
Oh,
it for
really?
$10 a piece. I give him. I give him $10 for it. I take them home. I
But you
take
do-
them apart. I make sure.
You're stealing.
Oh yeah, I know that. So I take them apart wherever how they come off the lawnmower. I repack them, lube them. So this gives me reverse, neutral, and 3 speeds forward.
Oh yeah.
But with electric, I don't need that.
No.
But I already had it in because I had a
Oh,
gas motor.
Buster's got to face up to something, guys.
Yeah.
Buster kind of left something
Oh, Buster!
Did he really?
Holy crap!
here. Buster!
I thought that was you.
That's like cinders to me.
Did he?
Oh, it's fine. I was waiting. I saw it before. I was waiting for the opportune moment to tell you guys. Well, I thought that came from the engine.
Buster! Buster, what am I doing with you? Your company and everything.
He left his calling card.
Yeah, you sure did.
Oh, that's well. At least he did it out here, not on my carpeting.
Well, Dennis, for the tour, this is wonderful.
That's embarrassing.
What you saw in there?
Buster, shame on you.
Ah, Buster, my dog had to go.
I suppose I should get a picture of you on a roller coaster. Suppose you're not a big fan of being tipped every which way.
Oh my God, I didn't see this. I love roller coasters.
You haven't been out in the backyard yet either, have you?
No, he hasn't got that far yet. Hope he's enough tape. You want to see how it works, or?
Sure.
Yeah.
He's nutty.
You don't want me on here.
Yeah, I do. But he's nutty, your husband.
He said he's not my
Oh, your significant other.
He's my living.
Significant other. Okay. This takes place those 2 martinis after a hard day at work.
He comes and sits.
Well, Buster probably did this little accident because he thought that he was going to go on the roller coaster.
Come on, you gotta go in. Come on.
Oh, Buster's fine.
No, he might get underneath the chair. Come on.
My
you
son
go
put
in.
this on the internet. He's had more calls.
This is unbelievable.
People said, "Do you sell these? Do you make them?" Do you... I said, "No. This is just
I've been on that coaster.
something. This is like Batman. This is,
Yeah.
And it's got a racing heart, so I mean it's plenty strong.
It is like Batman. So hey, sit down one.
Tighter the better.
We were at Islands of
Now, I didn't
Adventure
plug
this
the
last
motor
winter. That
in.
was pretty.
Because it works just about as good without. It's so balanced that you really don't need the motor.
Oh my God.
Down there. Oh no! Wow! Wow!
I gotta try this.
I hope he doesn't.
Oh! Are you ready?
You are a nut.
I am a nut.
Have you seen a simulator yet?
No, that's fine. We're not running that today.
Oh.
What is the simulator,
we
may I
got
ask?
a race car or Indy car.
Oh my goodness. That's great. You just made that out of scratch?
Yeah, we just drew the plans up. It sounded like roller coasters, so.
Yeah, I love them too.
But this is powered. Now, if you plug the cord in, there's no mercy for it.
What's your favorite roller coaster you ever been on?
It's something like the Raging Bull.
Raging Bull is good.
Yeah.
We were there last summer.
Yeah, we were there last.
And then I went.
You see it,
We went to Islands of Adventure in October.
See his backyard there?
And I did the dueling one they have there. That was good.
You get on. I'll take a picture.
Okay.
Let's go. There goes your hand. I get to keep anything that falls out of your pockets too.
Keep the mop out.
You know, what are you going to do to supplement your income? I get all the money then. Yeah, you can just you're tall enough that you got enough upper weight.
That's what my wife keeps telling me.
You got too much upper weight.
Then putting your hands on your lap again down by the sides will put more lower weight right there, and you can pretty much control it. See?
Wow.
You guys gonna try this?
No, I hell no. Train I will, but not the roller
It's
coaster.
amazing.
The kids always say I got the best garage in the neighborhood.
Okay, so you're gonna come back by
Yeah,
itself or what?
Well, if you kind of push yourself back a little bit, you will. I mean, you gotta yeah.
Actually,
Put your hands back and forth till you get rolling again, and then kind of stop yourself when you get.
I think I need help.
I think you need help already too. There you go.
Oh.
Okay, you just pop the belt.
Wow. Dennis, you're a nut. You are a nut.
He's not from this planet.
No, you're gonna hang around all day like that, or you're going to get out of there.
I don't know. This is a lot of fun. Wow, I'm sideways again.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so Dennis runs it out here.
Over here.
Mm.
But we're waiting for the road restriction to get off so we can get our topsoil.
Uh-huh. Look at that.
Oh, we've had a cold spring here though. Oh.
Yeah, everybody has. No, we had 4 days of warmth, then it got cold
We had
again.
one.
I turned my air conditioner on.
Yeah, he never sits, that guy.
Wow. Probably did all the reel himself, I bet.
He did everything himself, yep.
Wow.
It's a mock shovel gravel that just
So that's where he runs this. Oh yeah, I bet he's popular in the summer.
Oh yeah. My neighbor put him there.
Doesn't the neighbor like it?
Yeah, but fuddy-duddy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
old fuddy-duddy. I got an old fuddy-duddy in next to me
I
too.
don't
So.
know why he put the dog leash in. Somebody must be coming that dog.
And quite frankly, you guys did a nice job. I mean, this is nice. This is nicer than most people's backyards. Period. You know, it's just grass. I think it looks neat. Of course, I like trains, but
Yeah.
well, I think it looks neat. It's well done.
A lot of my gardens are getting old now. But we need
I bet it's
rain
pretty when the flowers come in.
Yeah. But I'm redoing this one all over, so
Uh-huh.
these are just new ones this year and they're not painted out.
Car you can sit on. So do they nail you up pretty good with the liability insurance?
No, we have
Good.
auto owners.
Or do you maybe be able to sign waivers or something?
Well, it's considered auto owners, we have multi-listing here. We never had any problems. No problem. Dennis is real hesitant about who you let run.
Right. Thank you, Dennis.
Okay, I'm glad you could stop by.
You bet.
You're not sick,
Fantastic.
are you know?
No.
Okay,
I've seen a lot of things in my life, but that one,
yeah, I think we covered everything you wanted to see today here.
that takes the cake.
That thing now?
Oh no.
So this is Gary's layout.
sets out.
Francis Kozlowski. And so,
And my wife put it on this
Marvin Mark.
and took the brush and just kind of moved it around, you know. And I was hoping to get some cushion down here, and I both want to put some water skiers on it, but it's been a long time.
Here's that.
Never done. No.
Very nice.
Gary Stiles. Right?
Yes.
What are we modeling? It looks like Northwestern?
Yeah, pretty much Northwestern, and I follow the Sioux line also.
Mm-hmm.
Swung the wheel back way. No, it's just.
But the railroad doesn't really follow the Northwestern. It's kind
Freelance.
Of, it's got a lot of tunnels and too many tunnels. I'm going to get rid of some of them.
Daylight them.
Open it up.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I guess I love the tunnels on the Rio Grande, and so I put tunnels in. Then it dawned on me after I had them in that the train is out of sight more than it's in sight.
Yeah.
You know?
I found that wherever you're going to have trouble is going to be inside a tunnel. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Am I right?
That's it.
Well,
it's beautiful layout, though.
Down here we had all these, some hidden tracks, you know, and found out that when the temperature changes, you know, it would buckle the tracks. Going down right here, the tracks like that, and that's in the hidden area.
And there you go.
We don't have it hidden yet, so we put some. I was telling the guys, we should put gaps in there, like the thickness of the thing in there. All around it. Underneath forget the height, you know.
There's a
And
train
all of a
coming.
sudden you got the bump in the back. That allows for a little bit more in here, that's why I figured out.
We got branch line up here.
I think that, see, these are only two-wheel trucks that goes over it. These are three wheels. And if I was running a freight, I'd probably go over it.
And then you run more.
Saturday, we all
Yeah, they are. I got a good price on them years ago at the Long's Drug Store. $59. This for or something like that.
Those are identical then, those two?
Yeah, except for the numbers are different.
Yeah, I got a 1518. That's the famous one there.
That's slow speed, but see, here's where the kink is, but it jumps off over here.
Guy cleaned out the.
I think it's probably
Fine now.
pulling it off the side.
Got that dried off. Air it out in front of the
But the rest of the cars, well, I don't know, the other cars go over it okay, if I go real slow.
I can see that one wheel was actually jumping. Hits the joint.
Straight beam. Bigger, a little one over here, a little one there. It's all in the right way.
So much down there that although I think recall seeing that little kink there and I put it down. But it does.
Is that a switch there or not really? Part of
The bridge.
See another track running in here?
Yeah, that's a turnout, yeah.
That's a turnout.
I just didn't get the other track hooked to it.
Lined up right, eh?
I think what hurt us is that show in Green Bay last weekend.
Yeah.
We had 177 people 11 years ago and 60 people at the banquet, and this year we got 57 at the banquet, and the total was 67.
Yeah. But you know what? That's what it's been the last few years for just divisions.
Oh, yes?
I think so. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not I don't know that for sure. But I thought that was like the number.
Do me a favor, Paul. A few months on a end scale down at the clubhouse, too.
Oh, are ya?
Okay, I'm out of here.
Thank you, Gary.
Thank you, Paul.
You asked.
I got an engine rigged up with a bar on it. And ready to go
Underneath
across
there.
it. Okay, now you can.
Hi, Francis. Gotta get you on tape.
No.
I got you.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Stop
That's
it.
why I snuck out.
Oh, no, no, blurred out. Hey. So what do you have here, friend? N scale? I mean, not N scale. G scale?
Huh? No. H-O, O, scale, and G.
So we fold the picture out dry, and we tried to put the poles back. I don't guarantee there's
You know, Dave, someday I'll feel I have you on video about 10 times making faces.
wind that's coming right up and underneath the awning and pulling it
You
all
see
out.
how model railroaders are. You know what? I was only going to have
Yeah,
that G
it
scale.
was
Just you can't do that. Even if it only runs in a circle, it's got to run. I had to cut all my doors in half.
That's right, I remember that.
Did we have an accident over there? Oh, we'll have to fix that. What happened? Oh, the engine ran off by itself. A couple cars got tipped over. That's nothing.
Hammer.
Now with an old man, we just have to better job than I did.
Your towels are in there, can't.
Cool scene. Wow, that guy just went whipping by. Wow.
I wait
H-O
until
down
the
here.
gate goes up. I mean, I get that, but you tried to have it.
You sure got a good idea. That's what we need. There you go. Okay, now. Once it gets up there, then you can back up.
I like that boxcar.
Yeah, no, don't look good. Not a lot of stuff in a little spot.
Yeah, you do all your work on
Gauge for HO and a gauge for G.
Wow.
Gee.
That's both of them are, you know, Katie's.
Who's down there filming?
Those are several mile railroads, Marquettes in there.
Is this your HO layout?
No.
No. Who is it, your grandpa?
No.
Your neighbor?
Your friend?
Your friend?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dreamland.
I bet he's got to twist your arm to run this, huh? No? You pretty much volunteered to say, okay, I'll help. I'm going to sit down for a minute so I can videotape, okay? Because I'm so tall, unless I sit down.
But I have a Bowser drive. I used to have one over here, and the kids wrecked it. This is a Bowser here.
That's cheap junk, expensive junk. But that got little plastic heaters in it. One of the kids down here.
Oh, that train's highballing, huh?
So then I just jumped
It always does that.
So then
It keeps doing that around that corner. Don't worry.
Because it's coming downhill.
The motor just lays up against the wire. You know, that's the same thing here. This works nice.
That's not for fun. Because, see, it's just fine. It's not no way. See?
And then I got a split rail in there.
Then it speeds up.
Way up and yeah. Holy cow, train's right there.
Mile railroad you can go from in the electronics and all that. Oh yeah. Good here, I just that's all balsa wood.
Alright, try to get another shot.
Oh yeah. Can you turn this please? What are you getting into?
Oh, very nice.
Never mind.
Here, I'll let you off. Somebody will break their legs going under it. Sounds like a real one almost.
Here, friend.
One more. Whoops.
He's running his turntable, Dave.
Pretty close.
Okay,
Bye, Dave. Bye, Lynn.
We got about a 16th of an inch.
There we go. There we go. Fran, we knew we'd get that down. Thanks for has. What do you have here, Jenny?
I have an N gauge and HO gauge. 2 HOs.
Stacked up
Right, stacked.
in a beautiful recreation room.
Thank you. And we have
I got to kind of pan around the room here. Isn't this pretty? Wow. This is great. But you guys have fun down here, huh?
Oh yeah, this is our playroom.
Uh-huh.
This is playroom.
Well, I don't know where to start. I'll start in the HO layout, huh?
Yeah, the top one is just under construction. It's not not doing anything.
What are you going to do on the top one?
I don't know yet. I think maybe it's going to be industrial, all industrial up there.
Uh-huh. That'll be kind of fun.
To make it kind of different, you know, because the carnival in the center and
Uh-huh.
down below, I mean, you have the town and the countryside. Well, I think maybe that might end up being industrial.
Well, let's go down here. We have the carnival.
And don't forget the airport.
Yeah, I can see it. Airport. Wow.
Now, what do you do with these videos?
What do I do? It's just for my home stuff.
You can see what you can change on yours. Because
Sure. It's kind of fun to watch. I used to take pictures, but end up with so many pictures. The video is kind of fun to watch. Well, I like a carnival.
It's a little different.
Did you motorize any of these?
No, I didn't. I've got the motor for one.
I know you got to slow them down. I know somebody who built these, and they said if you turn them on, what they give you, they'll go 90 zillion miles an hour.
There is a little tiny motor that they give you, but you gotta, as I understand it, you have to gear it way down. One of the fellows down at the mall was telling me about it one day. And I don't know how I'd ever get the wiring in yet because I have no room,
Yeah.
you know, to put in that special wiring and gears.
Well, I think it looks just fine the way it is, right?
Yeah, it doesn't work. I mean, you know.
They're waiting for the crowd to pile in.
Right. You're just waiting for everybody. Well, they're Mary's got some people sitting there, so they're just waiting for it to start up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The other side.
I like the Oriole and the Cardinal ones. The bird.
Thank you, Jenny.
You're more than welcome, sir.
Don Walechka.
And Don, what are you modeling?
Well, this is 1.5" scale. So
This is in your property.
Riding size.
Out in the country.
Yeah, it's on about 10 acres altogether.
10 acres, wow. And you're gonna have it running this summer, you said? In the thing?
Shortly, we're remodeling our engine, overhauling it. We originally had a 5-horse riding lawnmower engine running a 5-speed lawnmower transmission, but we're replacing the transmission with a hydraulic pump, turning hydraulic motors on the trucks.
Wow.
So up till now we only had rear truck drive, and so we'll have lines running, so we'll have both trucks pulling, so we'll have a bit more pulling power, so hopefully we can pull more people. Right now, the engine as it was would pull the train, but in order to carry people, you had to drop cars, you know, to balance out the weight.
Okay, neat, fantastic. I saw the track out.
Oh,
See if I get my finger out by the road. So, would you have like a dog bone or something?
No, it's just an irregular oval.
Big oval? Okay.
Just an irregular oval, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it originally was 4 years ago.
My daughters are like that right there. We could populate. What's in our playroom?
Oh, yeah?
We could fill that station platform up for you. Of course, some of them don't have heads and some don't have arms.
Well, these don't.
Some have their hair cut off.
These are supposed to be inside the depot, but I didn't get a chance to put them in there yet. I've got benches in there, so they're going to be inside of there. And we have a station agent, but he's not sitting in there yet either. But
Did you lay all this track yourself?
Yeah.
Do you make the rail yourself?
Well, we purchased that. That comes purchased in 10-foot lengths. This came out of Nashua, New Hampshire.
Does it bend pretty easy, or?
Oh yes, very easily.
What
yeah.
is it made out of? Is it aluminum?
Just aluminum, yeah. Yeah, it's very manageable, very easy to work with.
Won't rust on you.
No, that's one thing. When we first started, we were thinking about using 1x1 angle iron, but then it's hard to work with. You know, it's stiffer and it rusts right away. So we went the extra. See, this runs about $1 a foot, but if you buy over 1,000 feet, then it was a discount, like say 90 cents a foot. So we've got 1,400 feet of track plus the turnaround and what goes in there. So
This is hand laying track, huh?
Pardon?
This is hand
This
laying
is real hand lay
That's
track,
right,
Brian.
yeah.
Real hand lay track.
The dirt underneath, the grade itself, we used a 2-wheel trailer with a tractor to haul that. But then once to put the track down, then I used a wheelbarrow and a shovel to haul the gravel, yeah. And the P-Rock was purchased locally here and all wheeled with a wheelbarrow.
Looks like you do a little logging, huh?
That's my brother's. See, this is his property.
Oh, this is his property.
Yeah, this
okay.
is my brother's
Is that his
property.
house back over in there?
Yeah, Yeah, I live a few miles up the road here.
Okay, neat.
So.
And I must also compliment you on your hat
Oh.
that I'm focusing on.
Well, you got to wear something, so.
Hey, it's
no,
Packers.
No.
Probably
Here.
Wow, look at this trestle. You got a little signal tower over here?
Yeah, those are block signals.
How is this surviving the upper Michigan winters?
Well,
Pretty good?
comes through, yeah. I only have one spot where I have a little bit of raising from the frost, but that's with posts set in the ground. Now, it doesn't bother to see if you make the points long enough, the frost doesn't get underneath it, so it solves the problem, yeah.
So do you have a snow?
No, it stays in here. It's just a fair weather. Can you see okay, sure?
Oh, I can see in there.
Okay.
This camera works pretty good.
Oh, so you got some more rail up there.
Yeah, I ordered some extra when I ordered the last batch, you know, so here and there I am able to make changes or adjustments, and I have some on hand.
See, Brian, way down at the end, too, looks like you got one to load on and load off.
Oh, okay, so you can drive like in a trailer?
That is, should someone come here with an engine or something back my brother
And now we'll just...
there for the... We can take a walk around, too.
So how'd you ever decide to go
place.
into large scale? Stuff full got your engine on?
No.
If dumps.
Your dad did?
Oh, yeah.
We went
It's one
around
of his
the
favorite things to
neighborhood
paint.
and gathered up all those... Now, okay,
Oops,
sorry.
you get back. I see, you got back here.
When we first built the original 800 feet, then it went through there, came there, and that curve came around and right through here. So here's where the old grade was.
I thought there was no
And then
railroad grade
it
here.
turned back that way.
Okay.
But then 3 years ago, we took this part out, turned it around, and run it back down the other way, and got the extra 600 feet. So we got about 1,400
See,
altogether.
a model railroader is never done.
Oh yeah, that's I'm always
Right?
adding. Whatever diameter, cut a square of it. You'll make a 12 by 12 or 8 by 8, and then on the bandsaw mill, you cut off 2-foot slabs, planks. Stand them on edge and take off 2 inch, and you got 2 by 2s.
Having the mill makes making those a lot easier.
Sure, yeah, we did. That's all made right here.
Hey, there you go. You got another sideline. You know, producing ties for.
Made the bodies. He's going to build the frames, and he already got make it gentler.
Okay.
When I first put it down, I wanted a straight section up ahead here.
Sure.
And then
The
that
wider
caused
curve.
me to have a sharper radius curve
Yeah.
here. So I'm going to move the grade over and make the curve 35-foot radius rather than the about 20 that it is now.
Okay.
So we're just and instead of having the embankment here like this, which I got all the way around, I'm going to chop it square and have a retaining wall. Just
sure.
rip some boards and put some stakes in and make a retaining wall. It'll kind of change the appearance, get a little variety to it. And so this I just started, but I'm going to use the existing sections of track. Just move them out, and just have to. You stand them on edge and press down on them, so that straightens it up. Yeah, see, by coming out here, we'll gentle that.
You're going to ease it a bit.
We'll gentle that. See how much difference it'll be? I didn't think about that when I put it down originally. I just wanted it to, I wanted to have a straight section, but
When you're going through that with your train,
stumps.
can you notice that it's sharper?
well,
or?
no, you don't go that fast. So it follows it around everything. But I just want it a little bit more gentle. Should someone ever, but he's got angle iron for his track.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Right.
It'll be decorative enough, and it'll
Sure.
do the job.
We got a bridge down here, huh?
Have the little covered bridge farther up here.
You drive those down a little ways, I bet, huh? The middle
yeah,
trestle?
they're a couple of feet down at least. But
Yeah.
This is the one where the ends and the center especially comes up.
Oh.
So I got to take the rail joiners out in each hand, and that way. That'll be close enough.
Just keep walking along finding stuff. Covered bridge.
It's not. Hey, nice meeting you.
You bet. Thank you,
Take care.
sir.
We'll see you again. You come.
Escanaba River and Dam. That was kind of neat. It's springtime here in the UP of Michigan, and the water is flowing pretty good. Back behind that is the huge paper mill. The Mead paper. There's the railroad bridge over the Escanaba River. Comes across trestle. This is the EL&S. Let me come alongside here. Coming up. And that runs right next to the paper mill. There's one big mill. I saw a clinic yesterday on this mill. It's pretty cool. Right on the river. I see some cars waiting to be switched. They're over there. Mead paper mill. This guy is, from what I understand, pretty wacky. This is the EL&S Railroad. Runs from Escanaba up to Channing, Michigan. I think all the way up to Okanagan and then down through Green Bay and that. But the owner is supposed to be real eccentric. His dad used to own a railroad, and he hates rail fans, and he doesn't want anybody on his property. And we have been forewarned not to venture on it, and he will fine you. Apparently back 20 years ago or so, he let rail fans in and they stole stuff from him, so you don't like us. But that's the way it goes. This is the EL&S. Yeah, there's an interesting little car. It's sort of a crew car. This is their yard. Yeah, Escanaba. What I'm told by the locals up here is he's also a very rich guy. He's made a lot of money off this railroad. So inside those shops, supposedly are old Elcos and some Baldwin units, but he keeps them locked under key. Rumor is he's got a virtual railroad museum hanging around back in these shops. Interesting switch stand. Back behind the ELS shops is Wisconsin Central. This is the old Northwestern. And this is the remnants of what was once a huge ore yard. All the way through there. You look way down the line, you'll see the rotary dumper. They're still running ore down. Try to get in and get some photos. So I may have to take some. We hope we come back safe. It's a Sunday, fairly quiet. You'll see the ore cars lining up, going to the dumper, and it goes by conveyors. Well, you can't see it, but the lake's out that way. Yeah, okay, we climbed up here. Ore jennies, they're getting turned. Inside there's a big rotary. It flips the cars over and dumps the ore out. The iron ore now runs under a conveyor all the way out to the lake. Let's try to sneak down there. We'll get a shot of that. What's the remnants of the ore dock? It's on a conveyor system. It used to be a huge wooden ore dock in Escanaba, owned by the Chicago Northwestern. But I think in the late 70s they tore it down and put this conveyor in, or back in the 60s. I'm not quite sure the date. But one time, all this land here was filled with tracks. It was a very large iron ore classification yard. Trains would come down from there and come up into the yard and get sorted out, and then follow the tracks out onto the lake. See back there is a big pot now with some buildings. We'll get back over there. It was part of the conveyor system. I had the privilege to walk out on that conveyor system a good 10 years ago or so. I believe that's some limestone underneath there. The cars come down here loaded from Tilden and Empire mines with iron ore pellets. And they usually go back with limestone from the mine to mix in. There's some ore pellets over there, eh? It's a mountain of ore. Down along the shore of Lake Michigan, and there's the ore dock. We're gonna walk over there and get a little close. Isn't it beautiful? Little Bay de Noc, Escanaba. I believe at one time there was an ore dock right along here too. Yeah, walked up. I'm actually standing on the fill from a old ore dock. I believe there was 3 here at one time. Here's timbers from a dock extending out, and there is the Joseph M. Thompson boat. It's on the dock, getting filled with iron ore. You see the big hullet crane. That baby was once a big timber ore dock, iron ore dock that stood about 100 feet high. Well, I don't know how many feet high. It was big. Again, you can see the dock that was right next to it. That was an ore dock. And where I'm standing here. Escanaba, Michigan. And again, I got to walk all the way out the end of that baby a few years back when Wisconsin Central, locally owned, and they liked us rail fans, but now it's Canadian National, and they have advised us to please stay away, and that's okay. It's a dangerous place, so we're paying back in. Again, there's a big conveyor hauling the ore. Right there is the loader. And back behind there is the building where they're dumping the cars. Hey, you! Back at the ELNS, as you see, we found another sign. They don't like us here. But here's where some of these neat engines are hanging. So they don't want us back in here, but I can walk right up to about here and they can't stop me. Little Conrail engine. It's one I've seen in a old Baldwin switcher, I believe. Yeah, he's got all sorts of interesting little things back in here. The old passenger cars. There's an old Sioux Line passenger car. ELNS hanging around here. Yeah, this is the back end of the ELNS shops. Boxcar hanging around. That's what you call a crummy. Some old lore Jenny. Yeah, ELNS. A lot of pulpwood and paper for the paper mills. They weren't a big iron ore hauler though. Going and looking at some stuff, but this is the old, this is south of the ore docks. This is where the old roundhouse and engine shops used to be. See back there, if I can get a shot of it, Inland Steel Boat, looks like it's being worked on. It's kind of neat here, is they still have the remnants of the old coaling tower. You don't see that around too much anymore. I thought that was kind of neat. There's a little better view of that boat. Looks like it's being worked on the LE block. Iron ore boat. This is the old, they used to have the old yards down in here too. Regular freight. Show you in a minute the rudder from the ship that burned. I was just reading the article in 1897. On one of the ore docks that's long gone, I think we were probably standing where it was. The ship burned and it burned down the dock with it. Look at the size of this rudder. Big old wooden rudder. And the name of the ship, the Nanette. And besides iron ore, the big industry up here was logging. Still is. Still do a lot of logging. A lot of pulpwood for the mills and logs and UP. And this is a log sled. I've never really seen one in person. See the size logs? This thing is huge. It's what they used to use in the winter in the woods and haul logs out. There's chains and the sled. And it's bigger than me. Taller than me. And that concludes our tour of Escanaba, Michigan. Moonlight in Escanaba.